All right. Wow, can you believe episode 1, Soulcube podcast?
Damn.
It's
Wow.
crazy.
Who would have thought?
Who would have guessed that it's the episode 1?
Oh, yeah. Anyway, g'day, audience. Welcome to the Soulcube podcast, or as we like to call it, the Soulcast. My name's Max, aka Monarch, and I'm joined here with my 3 other hosts. Who wants to introduce themselves first?
I'm Desh. Hi. I'm
Hi, Desh.
Soulcube's programmer and co-founder along Monarch himself.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I'm Red Dan. I'm the music boy. I do nothing.
Hey guys, my name's Fucus. I'm part of the art crew for Soulcube, and
I'm also the artist. I
Yeah.
didn't say that initially, but yeah, I'm lead artist. So Focus
I'm
and I are
running
like
for-
the epic tag team.
I'm running for the league artist position, but I don't know why.
Brody, you won't get it.
I don't know why I'm not getting promoted, to be honest.
I think first up we'll do a little introduction of what Soulcube is, and you know what we do, who we are, and then we might launch into some indie dev talk.
Yep.
So yeah, who wants to take it away?
I'll just say a little thing. So, us here at Soulcube, we're a rural game development company. Make sure you have it's rural. Make sure that you know that. Basically,
Yes.
we make games for the Australian STEM competition. We make a game for that alongside other game jams that happen in Australia. We're Australian based, if you didn't already guess that by our accents.
mate.
Or
g'day. Yeah, we're just a bunch of high school kids making a few games before we hit the big smoke in the cities.
This is just a podcast. About games in general, game development, indie games, playing games, video games,
Anything goes.
Other Soulcube things as well.
Board games,
video games.
Monopoly.
Oh shit! I spilt honey on my desk.
Sick.
You just have a jar of honey because
No, I've got a baklava.
You have a what?
It's just a sweet. Nothing. It's all good.
Okay, buddy.
okay.
Alright. Okay. Today, we've got a bunch of things in store. Why don't you tell us about it, Big Maxos?
All right. So first up, we'll be looking at some of the indie dev news and some of the games that we are hyped for, and then we'll be talking about our overnight AFK questions. If you're not familiar with that, and you're not on a Discord server, basically Dash puts out a question every night, basically for when we all head off to sleep, because we are human, we aren't robots, after all. It's pretty surprising. Yeah, so they're just kind of questions around the whole game dev scene, and we'll be discussing some of those.
Okay, that's great.
Very
That's
epic.
a great
And
slur.
then we have a thing called the Steam Sync, where
Oh, can I talk?
okay.
I came up with
okay,
this, and I'm
Steam
very
Sync.
proud of it. Right? It's a little segment we got. We go around each of us. We pick 3 games that we've been playing, or that we own or whatever. And then everyone else has to guess as close as they can to the amount of hours that we've played those games for as a total. You add them all up, add the hours of those 3 games up. Whoever guesses closest gets a point. We go through all through. Whoever gets the most points wins nothing.
Yeehaw.
You should
I love
have
points.
left that. You should have said win something secret, and then we could have told the whole.
No
audience.
spoilers. Sorry, guys. We're just
It's actually just a fluke.
being open.
So basically, this segment's just to see how big of nerds we are and see how much we get outside.
And what we're playing. Don't tell anyone
Yeah.
I have 400 hours on Rocket League.
What? Yeah, and then we'll be looking at some Q&A maybe if people want to leave stuff for the next podcast.
Yep. Normally we would probably end with a Q&A, but this is the first episode, so I mean
So obviously,
Yeah.
anyone who's got a question, make sure to put them down in the comment section below, or contact us on our Discord server or via Twitter or Instagram. Really, anything that
Yeah.
you want to.
that isn't Facebook.
Yeah.
We're not boomers. We don't use Facebook. Anyway, segment 1, latest indie news. So, who wants to kick it off?
Does anyone have any games they really wanted to talk about?
Jade, how about you?
What the? Okay, buddy.
Why not?
I mean, I'm really keen for the new Stanley Parable, to be honest.
Oh, yeah?
It's not a sequel or anything. They're doing one of those remastered deluxe edition things where they add shit.
Yeah, that's
Which
good.
I mean, I've never really been a big fan of those, to be honest. Like where they just re-release a fucking game with like 2 extra levels or whatever.
Well, I mean, it makes sense if there's been a significant like time delay since the game was released, and you will fix bugs or whatever.
Yeah, if you're
and,
porting
and
it,
have it for new platforms. Yeah, like porting it. And
yeah,
stuff.
that's what they're doing because they never had a console release. So I think that was their rationale for
Yeah, that's
trying
good.
to do that. And then they decided, we might as well add some extra shit as well so that we can get everyone who bought the first game to buy it again. Because
Yeah,
developers got to make money somehow.
yeah, gotta get that bread on the table.
But I played Stanley Parable for the first time like last week. Picked it up on the autumn summer sale and really enjoyed it. So I'm looking forward to the deluxe edition.
Solid.
Boys?
All right. A game that I've been hyped for quite a while. Well, I mean, it's been in the works and rumored around for quite a while. The Last Night. It's been in development for, I don't know, a few years, like 2, 3 longer. Actually, hang on, I'll look this up. The Last Night. I'm so prepared. It had an E3 trailer in 2017. Basically, it is a side scroller from what I've gathered. It is pixel art, but holy crap. Yeah, me being an artist and all, this game is just absolutely amazing to look at. Because they've really taken the whole dynamic lighting pixel art combination and then cranked it to 11. It's just
really
amazing
unique.
looking.
It's like
Yeah.
Into the Breach,
Yeah.
like that lighting, but in a not Into the Breach. What is the game called? It has Dungeon.
I'm just seeing it on Instagram. Yeah.
Dungeon Endless. How they do that lighting, it's kind of like you steal the mechanics from that, you put it in a side scroller perspective, and you add depth.
And you just add fog.
Yeah.
And it looks fucking amazing. I think they had they had an itch.io release for like a level or something back. I don't even know when. May have been the same time this trailer came out, but the actual release date for the entire game is to be announced on Steam. And I heard rumors that they've had funding problems.
I
Which
would
is kind of a bro
Well,
moment.
what's the? Do you know how big the crew is working on it?
It's only indie. I'm not too sure. I haven't done much research into the actual team. But it's a shame if it never got released.
Yeah, well, if the game's been in development
amazing.
for what did you say, 2-3 years?
Well, the trailer came out in 2017 during E3, so yeah.
Exactly.
over
So it would
2
have been in
years.
development before that, and what are they getting their money from? Like, I don't know how they would be able to financially support themselves for much longer, to be honest.
Yeah, which is sad. Although I'm sure that they would have had like some sort of Kickstarter.
That's one thing. I think if you made a Kickstarter for that game, it would make a fortune.
Well, they've got a very ambitious goal going with the game as such. With the lighting and with the high pixel density that they've got and all the details. So they've obviously like looked forward and preempted having probably a stringed out budget and a long time span. But yeah, it just depends on how they will progress as a team, I guess. I still don't know like how large the team is or whatnot, but given it's being in the works for so long and looking it up, there is extensive like photos and media covering the game's development, so it looks like it is still very much alive, but for how long, that's still something which could be very
Yeah, I just found a headline on the PC Gamer saying Cyberpunk side scroller The Last Night runs into massive legal and funding issues.
Legal.
yeah.
Yeah.
Rough.
Creator Tim Soret is currently raising money for the game, so yeah.
Copyright be like that.
Oh yeah.
What are they gonna copyright?
Who's gonna copyright
Copyright
that?
the color pink.
I know. It's like I wonder what they call. I wonder what they've been striked for. Like,
Hover cars, bam, go on.
yeah.
Rip off.
Oh, what is that? Is that a Ford? Yeah, is that a Ford in your?
Is that a
game?
TV in your game? Get out.
Is that Is that a flag in your game?
Is that a rug in your game?
Unacceptable.
Banished.
That is not okay. Is that a language in your game?
Are they speaking English?
Is that a human in the game?
It's not acceptable.
God,
Why does it even exist? Destroy it.
What else is coming out? We got Kerbal Space Program 2. Is that out yet?
No, I don't think it's out yet.
SP2.
I think it is out.
Initial
actually.
release date 2020.
Oh, it's not.
Hmm. Have you guys played the first game?
I don't.
That's
No.
one. Yeah, I played it. I think I played a bit of it.
I never got into it because I am shit at it. It seems like more of an educational tool. Like, if you know your shit about physics and rockets, like, I'm sure it's a blast. But, like, I don't know. I don't know.
Unintended?
Yeah. I don't know if that was.
It wasn't. I had to
Yeah.
fucking think about it. Okay.
Jess is just a comedy machine. Look at
Sorry, it just comes naturally. But I tried playing the campaign, and I went broke. Like, it was like, what the fuck am I meant to do? I got stuck, so I quit. I tried Sandbox. I didn't know how to make anything or
Yeah,
how
same
to
with me.
do anything.
So
once
it's got
I
a
got in space.
large like learning curve. You say.
Yeah, you actually have to know real life shit. You have to like know basics of how to balance mass and shit when designing an aircraft, which is not a skill I personally possess, but that's what I think makes it something that should be taken up by schools to teach
Well, you
physics.
see, some of the I read an article probably quite some time ago. It was like Kerbal Space Program was used by some aeronautical engineers that
Yeah, 'cause
and use it, and it was like the funniest thing.
it's a physics engine. It's emulating
Yeah.
real physics. It's
Hmm.
They're trying to do that with heaps of
gotta-
shit.
yeah,
now.
you
They're
gotta do that.
gamifying everything.
Well,
Gamifying.
yeah, in today's society, of course,
Society.
we live in a society.
Because what you can't
do.
get
We
you're
live
trying
on
to
a
teach
planet.
kids about rockets. You can't go send rockets up to space, right?
Yeah.
It's just It's a simulation, a very sophisticated simulation that's been gamified. Which I mean has a place. It's just
Well, it's basically a simulator which they've added like quirky little characters and put it onto a large gaming, like
yeah, and it has like
yeah, and
tycoon
it gains which is that quirkiness which gets people around not to consider it as like a massive engine, but as also a game in a sense. And that's really how they've mastered.
Kerbal Space Program.
Yeah,
Have you guys-
they're talking
have you
about
guys-
the mastery of Kerbal Space Program.
Kerbal Space. Nah, where it's at, that Lego rocket game on Clumath's Games. Remember that?
Lego Rocket Game.
I don't know I don't even know if it was on Clumath's Games. I remember being in year 3
I
and
don't know what
playing
you're
it.
talking about.
Oh,
And it was
That-
so cool.
I-
You gotta assemble it, and then you had to have your right mix of solid and liquid fuel, and then it would shoot up, and you'd get more parts. And you can build your rocket even bigger with new things. It was awesome.
What? Okay, buddy.
no, it's
Maybe-
Learn to Fly.
maybe it's
That's
just a
the real
hallucination.
physics engine you got to look out for. Learn to Fly. That's where I learned all my physics from.
Oh yeah.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
What else is coming out? New Wargroove DLC.
Oh.
Oh, you
Wargroove
did double
is,
trouble.
What character you think? What character are you?
Wait, no one knows what
anticipating?
Wargroove is. Wargroove is like a tactical turn-based strategy game published by Chucklefish. Whoops. The guys behind Starbound. They published they made Starbound. They published games like Stardew Valley. I think the Ridger or Risk of Rain.
Yeah. Weren't Trucklefish in the poo poo recently?
Yep. Shh. We do not talk about
We don't
the
talk-
dark
we don't talk
times.
about that.
We talk about the new Wargroove DLC, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, buddy.
So what one are you anticipating?
I don't know what any of them do. I can't remember what any of them do. I know one of them like flings boys like really far.
Yeah, that was the big guy, right?
I know
Like,
there's like a dual class. I don't know what the
Yeah.
fuck that does.
Hmm.
And then there's like
Yeah.
a rogue person. But I listened to the soundtrack for the big dude the other day, and it's like Celtic shit. It's really cool.
Yeah, I think that's what
Nice.
they've gone for with these characters. Like a kind of they've gone for that kind of Celtic idea, Celtic vibe.
Yeah, and I like that. I think
Mm.
something I like.
Also, also with that character that you like Wolfer, I think is his name here. Like, also, I guess you could maybe they've done it deliberately, but with the Celtic thing, they've also got like his special is like tee off. Yes, that could also be relating to how the Celts do a lot of those kind of activities.
Yeah,
Similar
it
to-
looks like Hiccup's dad from How to Train Your Dragon.
Yeah. just dye his hair blue, and I think you've almost got a match.
But that's kind of a setting that isn't really very well exposed in like the games industry. Like, what was the last Celtic game you guys have heard of? Wait, what about
that is a good question.
God of War? What was that?
No, God of War was like Scandinavian.
Yeah.
Isn't that kind of similar?
No, well, Celts are in a sense, yeah, but I mean they are both pagans in a sense.
Yeah, well, I mean that's probably the closest.
Yeah,
The mythology is usually what it's focused more on.
yeah, but Celts, yeah, they've got similar stuff. They're pretty cool.
Got some banger tunes.
I can hear the bangers in the background.
Oh, I'm sorry, that's
The house party.
party. Yeah, they've turned up their music.
Tell them to shut up. We're doing the Soulcast.
Hmm.
Priorities, am I right?
How bad is it?
Oh, it's like you kind of hear it every so often.
It's fine. Noise gate. As long as the post noise gate exists, she'll be right.
Yep.
Any other games you guys are hyped for?
Oh, actually, I might do a little spiel on this one. So, I don't know if you guys have heard this one, but Ready or Not is a tactical FPS indie game, which was announced like 2016, I think, with like a cool ass trailer. And so I used to really like Rainbow Six Siege, right?
Yeah.
That was the first game of the Rainbow Six series that I got really hooked on. And I think it was actually the alpha trailer of that game which made me like really like the idea of tactical first person shooters. But you know, the game kind of went in a different direction after launch. And then this one popped up, Ready or Not, and it really tickled my fancy, so I ended up following it for a bit longer. And then I backed it, and I got an alpha copy. And sadly, I can't show any gameplay or anything to anyone because I had to sign an NDA. But the game is expanding a lot, and it's really awesome. So it is kind of like a tactical FPS police-based game.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of like how the Rainbow Six games used to be, but it's extremely slow. Like no matter how fast you try and go in the game, it's infinitely slower than in like CS:GO or Rainbow Six or any other tactical FPS game. And that's really quite different to how it is now, because I feel that a lot of games are kind of moving, or FPS games especially, are kind of moving very quick.
Yeah,
from a gameplay sense, and this is really interesting to play because it just slows everything down and makes it all methodical, and every little single fine movement that you have becomes, you know, like quite what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, purposeful.
Yeah, I want my. Okay, I don't play a lot of FPS games, right? But I like my FPS games either really out there and like weird, like screen sheet, like weird fucking weapons, weird power ups, all this weird shit, or I want actual like slow, large scale tactical shit, like stuff you're
Yeah.
describing. I don't want any of this like mid-ground shit where it's just blah 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 blah. All right, call me boomer, but I don't know. It's just
Okay, boomer.
it's just been
Nah.
that for the past 15 years. I feel.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, like with this game, there's like 3 different ways to open doors. You can like barricade doors 3 different ways. If you walk in the wrong area, you'll just get gunned down. You'll die in like 2 bullets. If you be an idiot. It is, yeah. It's quite refreshing to play, and it kind of tests your like instinct on FPS games because you're kind of used to carelessly going in a way. Like even with like one life games like CS:GO or Siege or whatever, you have to be infinitely more careful in this one. I feel.
Yep.
Yeah.
Red.
Yeah,
any
Jared.
games?
Wait, no, wait, yeah, Jared. Oh, sorry, rule red.
Yeah.
Because you always play, like high FPS games and a lot of war ones. What's kind of the appeal in them opposed to narrative-based games?
Oh, for me, I just like the high action.
Blip, blap, blap,
so-
blap, 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 blap. Blip, blip.
Like, one of my favorite FPS games is the Halo series.
I'm looking at my Steam friend list right now, and it just says Red Day, Halo: The Master Chief Collection, main menu, title screen.
Alright.
Everyone started talking
anyway,
about
Jared,
FPS
Jared,
games.
continue.
Yeah, the thing is, some FPS games have some good stories, so, like Call of Duty Black Ops 1, one of my all-time favorite FPS games, very intense game as well, and the story of it is really good.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so like I haven't played much of the multiplayer on that game, but I definitely I played through the campaign and it was great. It was a masterpiece. Like it was good. Like it's hard to put it into words, but I really enjoyed that game. Like most FPS games now aren't as good though compared to those.
Yeah, it's kind of like the golden age, I guess.
Yeah, because there's an extent to what you can do with FPS games, especially in story. So, like, a bunch of stories have been done to death in the series, and that's why the OG ones are good.
Yeah, what can you do in a war story? What can you possibly
Yeah,
tell when the only
that's-
mechanic
that's
you've
why-
got is shooting people? Right?
Yeah, like, that's why the good stories are the ones that are a bit older than the newer ones, because the newer ones are just worse compared to they're just not as good because they can't explore as much because other things that have been explored can't be redone, otherwise it's seen as a copy.
Yeah, and also people lose their shit with historical accuracy. Like if you try take some creative liberties with an event, you can't.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
Because
Well, why don't we talk about Monarch? Why don't we talk about what Modern War Modern War.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare,
the new one.
Yeah, what they
Oh my gosh,
with,
that was
with historical accuracy.
yeah. Oh,
Some
so
viewers.
I
yeah,
haven't played the
Russians
campaign.
really
in
didn't
this
like
one,
that
but yeah.
game. Yeah, I like the campaign from a gameplay perspective. And since this was a reimagining of Call of Duty 4, I was kind of comparing the two campaigns because I love the Call of Duty 4 campaign as well. And yeah, I don't think from a story perspective it was as strong, and from an event perspective, because what really made Call of Duty thrive, if you look back on it all, the games that incorporated real world scenarios or history were the ones that were strongest because they were kind of grounded in reality. Because Call of Duty is pretty frantic and is quite unrealistic in some areas, but to have it grounded has that extra layer of authenticity. And so this one tried doing it, but they kind of appropriated it a little bit. And if you really get into it, it's kind of screwed up because So some of the game is set in Uzbekistan, which is like basically just Syria, I think it is, and a lot of the events or areas that are in the game mirror real world ones, like war crimes and stuff. And in the game, they say that the Russians did all these things, yet in reality, a great portion of them were actually conducted by the coalition.
Yeah.
Which is kind of bruh. I mean, I don't want to talk about it too much in the podcast for a first episode, but it is kind of like, I mean, the Russians had the right to be a bit annoyed with this game, and I don't blame them.
Who's gonna stand up for it?
Yeah.
So like you have power over the American game development companies.
That's why they review bombed the game on Metacritic. If you look it up, hang on. Modern Warfare 2019 Metacritic. I think they had to like remove. Yeah, the user score is 2.5.
Yeah.
That went well.
Yeah, and half of the reviews are just Russian.
Yeah, the story wasn't strong in the new Call of Duty.
Yes, the story in the first-person shooter game isn't very good.
Yeah.
I mean, when they try to incorporate stories, into first-person shooter games, it never tends to be as
it can be done
frugal as a narrative. Yeah, it can be done, but it never tends to be as frugal, or as like devoted as you would have a narrative-based game.
The thing is also with the the FPS games is you also got to remember is that their gameplay is very based on the run and gun, the Call of Duty as well.
Yeah.
It's the same thing too. Like, why do we have so many shooters? Like, well, we know why, but in the sense that
because the multiplayer is very popular.
But like, why don't we have some other fast, high FPS and high?
Because you can't, because
games.
It's transferable skills, right? People have been playing first-person shooters since they were 10 years old. They don't want to change what game they play. They want to play the next first-person shooter because they're fucking good at first-person shooters. Max and Jared are good at first-person shooters, right?
Yeah.
If I hop on and play a game with them, they'll kick my ass because they've been playing shooter games far longer than I have.
Yeah, but we've got that. But we barely see any other fast FPS game because you rarely see, say, like a one. It's even hard to even think of high FPS games.
What like that kind of
related to guns and violence. Like we don't see a lot of others.
Well, in terms of setting.
Yeah, in terms of high. I mean, we've got like racing games and cars, but that's just a classic. That's what you've had since the beginning, really. Like,
you have open world games, FPS games, and indie games. That's how I sum up the gaming industry.
I think.
Yeah, we need some.
I feel that even open world games have been kind of starting to get a bit stale.
Yep,
I mean,
I agree.
like,
all the open world games
Fallout
go back
76.
down to the same thing.
Don't say the demon word here, Jared.
But all open world games kind of fall back on the classic thing, which is get a gun, kill other monsters, and do some other.
What does it matter? It's just like here are your side missions. It's a fucking fetch quest. Here's your main storyline. Go to this thing. It's like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Like I don't care.
Back years ago, right? It was like, open world game where it's not linear. I can go around, I can do things, I can chill out.
So like innovative for its time.
And the games before that in the Elder Scrolls series as well.
Skyrim was what like blew that up. Like
I think it may have been Oblivion as well.
No one talks about
Oblivion was pretty big as well
as an innovator, but the games before it definitely allowed Skyrim to be what it was.
Yeah, definitely kind of like paved the way.
Yeah.
But yeah, like nowadays it's like, oh guys, look, oh we got a game and it's open world, and everyone's like, okay.
Yeah, cool.
And they're like, no, look, it's open world. Look, it's well, you can go around. There's the side missions. Wow.
It's like, I don't care about your side
Yeah, no one
missions.
fucking cares. Haven't Ubisoft just been pumping out those types of games?
It's really all they pump out now, Ubisoft. And then there's the occasional FIFA with.
Wait, is that no?
That's
FIFA's
just-
not Ubisoft.
British,
Who
isn't
knows?
it?
I have
Oh no,
EA?
it's EA,
What
yeah.
is from what?
Yeah, there's EA. Oh god.
No, don't get started on EA.
EA's.
I mean, like they publish some good shit sometimes, but them as a publisher is kind of like, I don't know. If you had not EA as the position for EA, things would be better for the developers and for the community.
The
Does
thing
that make
is,
sense?
with games now as well, like if it's a good game, and it'll just be done to death with remakes as well.
I mean, you have to give it some time though for like the remake or the sequel. But
Yeah.
yeah, I think Assassin's Creed's been suffering from Call of Duty-itis, if that makes sense.
You look at all the largest like shooters and whatnot. They all tend to be sequels and prequels. And who even
Yeah,
knows? There's another.
there's no original
original
IPs
game.
because
No, there's not. And
It's
it-
all
you
like using the same
lack
engine,
that.
just improving on a few things.
well, the new Modern Warfare had a brand new engine. And like a
Yeah.
brand new whole lot of other shit.
guys, we got Doom Eternal coming.
Doom
actually
Eternal,
keen-
the
I'm
new
actually
indie
keen for-
game.
Yeah. Context for the audience: when we were at PAX Australia, in the queue hall, there was just Bethesda propaganda.
Yeah,
and
Bethesda
there was-
hijacked it.
Yeah, Bethesda. Yeah. And then Doom Eternal was one of like the big kind of points when we were all in the queue, and they just played Mick Gordon's like soundtracks, and everyone's like kind of wanting to get into PAX.
Everyone
That's
was
funny.
kind of.
No one gave an
everyone was
absolute
kinda
shit
over it.
about them.
Everyone was like, "It's 10:02. Why can't I be in the hall right now, please?"
Yeah, no one gave a shit about the music playing.
Although
honestly.
actually,
like
on
you saw. Look at the people there. Like with the videos, you look at everyone. Everyone's just got the same mono. Mono expression. They don't give a shit about the music that's blaring out in their ear. They just
yeah,
want
they just want to go to
the
PAX.
funniest thing. It's
mean-
the funniest thing.
Yeah, I mean, the music is good. Like for
Yeah,
the
like-
actual game that it's in, it's
Yeah.
actually bang.
I mean,
Right?
we're like the only people jamming at the start there, like in the videos. It's just you got us, and then everyone around us just doesn't care. It's so good.
On the third day, I actually discovered that if you had a panel open at like before the queue hall finished, you could have just gone straight to the panel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
That's how we.
Except the
Well, I
panels in
mean,
the
you don't
morning.
have to go. You don't have to go through the queue. Anyway.
Yeah, that's how I snuck in last year. There was a massive ass queue and we just walked in because we said we had a panel on.
Yeah, strats. Anyway, do we want to have like an intermediate break or
Intermission time. Intermission time.
intermission?
Yeah, intermission.
When we
Yeah.
come back, what do we got?
Overnight AFKs in the
We
Steam
got
sync.
segment. Yeah, we got two more segments popping up, and then we have our final.
I mean, we've been talking for quite a while so far.
We have a
We've
long
gone
ass
over half.
episode, boys.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it on intermission.
I hope we haven't bored everyone to death.
Don't worry, stick around. You guys have to see my segment.
Although, what's the bet that no one's listening right now?
Wanting to have your work shown to the public? Wanting to have your work recognized? Wanting some unique art prompts to get your creative juices flowing? Well, oh boy, has Soulcube Silhouette Saturday event got you covered. Each week, Soulcube holds a week-long art competition with prompts in the form of silhouettes. At the end of each week, a winner is voted upon and they score themselves a shout-out and plug of their art. Jump on in the Soulcube server for more information. Link in the description. T's and C's apply.
We're back.
We are back. Wow.
We're back. We're back.
that.
We're-
2 more segments
Sneaky-
to go. Thanks for
Sneaky
sticking with
editing.
us.
Whoa.
Yeah. Woo.
Anyway, so, I think we'll start looking at segment 2, the overnight AFK questions.
Yep. We got 2 that are kind of contrasting. So we'll see if anyone's got anything to say.
Mm-hmm. Who wants to start us off?
Who wants to announce the question?
Okay. Wait, how about Jared? Jared hasn't said anything. Jared.
Oh no, I'm good, Chief.
Nah, Jared, you can say.
Jared, come on.
Come on, Jared.
Oh, this most disappointing games, guys.
Okay, disappointing games. I reckon the launch of No Man's Sky has to be really shit. in the world record, just for fucking horrible.
That was a massive letdown.
That was funny as fuck. I remember I was so keen. I was so keen for so long. And I was young and I was naive and retarded and I followed all of, what was his name? Sean fuck, what's his name? No Man's Sky, Sean Murray, that's him. I remember I treated him as like the prophet. Everything that left his mouth, I was like, wow, they can really do that, because the trailer looked convincing. So I was like, hey, I'm convinced. And then when it was released, I was like, hey, this isn't cool, because I actually pre-ordered it like a little idiot. So
Yeah,
I still have a key of No Man's Sky because I was too slow to get a refund.
What? Bro, have you tried it out? Apparently they updated heaps
they've
of
actually
shit.
improved it a lot.
Yeah, have you played it?
I haven't played it in a while. I'm playing one of the major updates, though. It's pretty good.
See? Redemption.
Yeah.
Is Sean Murray's image now back in light for you?
I don't know. I mean, it's nothing as what it was originally pitched as. I remember when the first few updates started coming out, people were throwing around the old polished shit phrase. You know, you can polish shit, but it's at the end of the day, it's still shit. So
yeah.
Yep.
It's like, have you heard you can put lipstick on a pig, but it's still a pig?
You just cut out, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, guess what? I didn't cut out on my recording, so...
Yeah, well, I'll cut it out on my recording.
Hey. No, don't cut it out. What the hell?
Cut it out.
It's a viewer consistency. Yeah. Audience context. Yeah, we're actually all recording on our own devices, so in case of the Australian internet happening, you can still hear what we're saying. Thank you, Telstra.
Woohoo!
Or Splash.
I love
Or anything.
NBN.
Or Optus or anything.
Any provider in this entire
Or
continent.
Audi. Audi's actually quite good. Like, Audi gives you a lot of gigabytes.
Audi?
Yeah, what?
Yeah, you know Audi. You know Audi does it.
When was this a thing? Audi internet provider.
Yeah.
Audi mobile.
Yeah, dude. It's
Oh
a
my
thing.
gosh.
Audi have some of the best.
Yeah, I know that there's a lot of like mobile providers, but I didn't know it was like a full ISP. Wait, is it actually an ISP?
Yeah. Yeah. I've got an Audi SIM card in my room, like staring.
Yeah,
at
you can
it.
get Woolworths SIM cards, but you can't get Woolworths bloody infrastructure or not. Anyway, yeah, that's probably one of my biggest flops, impacting me personally.
Yeah.
I mean, things like Fallout 76.
Yeah,
I mean, I could
that.
I could feel other people's pain, but luckily I'm not the biggest Fallout fanboy, and I didn't pre-order that game. Also, I learned my lesson from pre-orders with No Man's Sky, so yeah, that was
Like-
a healthy learning curve actually.
I was about to pre-order it, and then I forgot about it for a while, and then I heard it like on like a news thing or probably on YouTube that it completely flopped, and
Uh-huh.
like because it was such a cool concept, like it was a open world game, but it was massive multiplayer as well. So I was getting like these Rust vibes from it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. And then I was like, oh, I could pitch out for $80 for it. And then I completely forgot about it. And I'm lucky.
yeah.
Mm.
man, I love Bethesda's propaganda at PAX. It was so funny.
Bethesda's just great.
It was kind of cute because they were just trying so hard to like convert the masses, but everyone knew.
Guys, it
Yeah.
just works.
I mean, you cannot. Yeah, those gamers, you could not convert them. They were beyond. convert.
Anyway, next up, who else wants to announce the
Well,
the
did you guys look into Cube World by any chance?
Sorry,
Cube World.
wasn't that getting revamped, or isn't it like a huge update
It
on the way?
got released, like actually released, and it got a huge amount of
Yeah.
hype between it. But I'm pretty sure that hype was because of Swagger Souls.
Yeah, I remember him talking about that
He
actually.
used to grind about it on his on their podcast. Don't go watch this. Watch
Yeah.
ours instead.
Yeah.
Thanks, Chad.
Chad.
Loyalty,
Thanks,
I see.
Chad. Yeah. Yeah, but like Cube World, it had a massive like, when it came out for like people in like a pre-release, there were lots of people who were absolutely loving it, and then when the game came out like a few years later, it just was completely revamped. The whole leveling up system and like how you actually go about traveling and exploring the world, and like it just got completely revamped into something that a lot of people. I mean, like personally, I didn't play it, but like I know a few who did. Like Andrew played it. Because he also played the like the pre-release like ages like time before. And yeah, it's interesting seeing how he feels about the game because he was an avid follower of it and is quite dever about how it's turned out.
Andrew's a friend, by the way. Context.
Yeah, I was about to say.
So, but have you guys looked into Cube World or not?
I haven't really. I mean, I've seen screenshots and like videos of it quite a while ago, though. I haven't seen what it is like now.
Yeah, the gameplay I've seen of it, I just haven't been too interested in it because the graphics don't look aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah, it looks disgusting.
Yeah,
It actually does look horrible.
So sorry.
For a
but
game released in 2019, it doesn't look like it should.
yeah, it actually looks gross.
I mean, it had been in the works for
So I'm looking at
much.
it now.
It looks like Trove.
Yeah, no,
Like
I was
Trove.
about to say, the Trove, that
Trove.
MMO game on Steam.
Yeah.
I used to play that actually when I was in like year 6, and I was still on that free games grind because I had no money. Trove, definitely one of those ones where I found on the free to play Steam section. Actually, did you guys ever play? Hang on, Cubic Castles
What?
on
What was it called
Steam?
again?
What are you
Cubic
on,
Castles.
bro?
Cubic.
It was actually pretty cool. But there was some issues with like, because the game you used to have like a little plot of land, and you can build stuff in it, and you can invite other people to your land and like have a look and shit. But the thing is, everyone got like one plot of land for free, and I think you could buy other ones. But you had like this block, which was like a command block for your land, and it was like kind of your gateway into like an admin kind of menu. But there was no security back when I played it, so people would walk into your area, pick up the cube, and fucking leave. You couldn't do anything. It's like
Nice.
it was so shit.
Good game development.
It'd be like,
Yeah,
yep.
it's so vague in my head. I think that's what it was like, because that happened
You
to
got
me.
PTSD, like
No, because I remember like there was no combat in the game, and so this dude did it to me, and I was so fucking triggered. I ended up having like
you had to be a bystander to watch as your
I was trying to chase after him, and he's like taking away, and I was like verbally abusing him in chat, like please don't. and then
Please don't.
Then he did it.
Wow. Okay, so does anyone else have some games that they were really disappointed with? Shall we go on to? Oh yeah.
I would say Dead Cells, but then the entire community will hate me, so I will keep my mouth quiet.
Dark Souls.
Not Dark Souls. Not Dark Souls. Oh, also Dark Souls, but mainly Dead Cells.
Dead Cells.
I actually like the look of Dead Cells.
It looks beautiful.
Dead
It
Cells
looks.
was.
We're not gonna talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. I'll get destroyed by the comment section.
Anyway, let's go on to some games that we were pleasantly surprised with. Anyone want to
Pleasantly
start off?
surprised with. Um. I don't know who to start off.
Get my Steam's list.
Yeah, I'm getting my Steam's list up as well. Let's jog my memory.
Honestly,
Jared, got any games?
good
Yeah,
old
Jared's
Attack
a
of the Toy
biggest
Box on my old DS.
Okay.
Honestly-
Cool, but how about we?
5-year-old me, like 6-year-old me, something like that, was like, I want a video game, and I bought that game for like $20 from like Target in India, something like that.
Ooh.
Best game.
Yeah, nice.
I went into the Danganronpa games, blind.
Oh, yeah.
Well, blind as you can go. Because I followed Joseph Anderson, who's like a game critic, and he had heaps of live streams where he's playing the games, and I was like, I wonder if these games are good. Because I respect his opinion on games a lot, so I assumed they must have some quality to them. And I binged the first two in a weekend each, and really enjoyed them. That was like my first delve into the genre, and it was great. I really enjoyed the experience.
Yeah. I have a couple actually. The first one, Zombie Night Terror. The game sounds like shit. It sounds like some CD grade shitty game on Steam that somehow got greenlit, right? But it's actually one of the most fun puzzle games I've actually played. I haven't finished it yet. I haven't had much time for it, but basically it's a side scroller, where you play as like a virus, like a zombie virus in levels, and it's kind of hard to explain. You have to watch gameplay because it's quite unique of a concept, but you basically have to control a zombie horde and infect all the humans or complete a certain objective within a level. But you have to use different zombies to kind of change the path of the actual horde moving, because they're retarded and like they have no path finding. Basically, they'll like walk into walls. Once they hit a wall, they'll turn around and walk the other way. So you have to get certain zombies, to create things to redirect them, or to boost them up somewhere, or to infect new people from a distance, or
Like
whatever.
lemmings.
Yeah, and you have to use like DNA points to make certain zombies explode, so they can knock down doors or whatever, so you can access more areas. And it's actually really challenging. And it's really fun. I don't usually like puzzle games too much like that, where it's kind of tedious level based ones. But this is actually really interesting. I don't even know where I got it from. I think I got it in like some G2A key, like some random one, and I was like, okay, let's see what this is. And it was actually really, really fun. I have that on my favorites list on Steam.
And it's got an interesting art style to it.
Oh yeah, cool. It's like this real like noir type thing.
Yeah, it's got a noir. I'll just say noir because why not? You can say noir. But yeah, it's pixel density too, and the character design. It's interesting.
Yeah, it's really interesting. There's a lot of content there as well. Next one is Stick Fight. Now
The game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because when I heard about it, when I saw it, I'm like, okay, how far can this go? But if you have a lot of mates with you, and you're playing in like a good lobby, in like a good party, it's some of the best shit you can have, like fun wise.
Dude, I've had
for
some
like a party
good,
game.
online moments with randos. I have a friend on my Steam account who I met through playing Stick Fight.
Damn, making connections through Stick
Yeah,
Fight.
Yeah.
Dude,
Networking.
the reason we friended each other, he's put a comment on my account. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I met my wife on Stick Fight.
But yeah, it's there's a lot more to it than just like the whole stick little fighting game. Yeah, especially with mates and stuff. It's a good.
It's a good party game.
It is definitely a great party game.
Up there with
It's
Overcooked.
chaotic. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, Overcooked. Jackbox Party. That's a game I was pleasantly surprised.
Yeah,
Super Smash.
I
Yeah, it's
brought
actually fucking
brought
great.
Jackbox to the boys one night, and I had never played it myself either, and it started off really shit. I was like genuinely concerned it was going to be trash.
Yeah.
But no, and then it actually got really good.
They all the game modes are actually really good. Like
And there's like 6 games of it now, or 6 versions.
Yeah, this whole
Different
6
games
whole
and
pack. So
stuff.
what is that? Fucking 36 games.
Yeah,
damn, that's a lot of games.
and they're all good party games and stuff like that. Yeah.
Sick shit.
Yeah.
Alright. So, next up we got my game, boys. Steam Sync.
Yeah.
I even gave it a name with alliteration because it just be like that.
Damn.
So the way it works, I said it before. Brief summary: each person picks 3 games that they own. Adds the total amount of hours for each of them up into one big ass number or small number, and then everyone goes around guessing what they think that total amount of hours is. And whoever's the closest gets a point. Tally them all up. Whoever wins gets nothing.
Yeah, it's just a fun game to prompt conversation, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we can bully each other on how much hours we spend in our rooms playing video games. Also, don't look at each other's Steam pages or you're cheating.
No, mine's just on my one because I have to find out games that I
Yeah.
actually have hours
I
on.
set myself up with my notepad up.
Okay, who wants to start? Anyone want to start?
Jade, how about you start?
Okay, alright, I'll start. Alright. We got Fahrenheit Indigo Prophecy Remastered. Okay?
I got that for your birthday.
You got that for my birthday, alright? Birthday gift.
Yeah. So
We got that. We have... We have that. We have Stardew Valley. And we have Firewatch.
Ooh.
Okay, those are my 3 games.
All right. Who wants to go first? I can go first for a guess. So do I guess your total hours on each one?
No, the total number of all of them added up.
The total complete.
Yeah.
Oh, combined all of them?
Yeah. So we got Fahrenheit, Stardew Valley, and Firewatch.
I'm gonna say all up. I'm gonna say about 28 hours.
Okay.
I'll go second. I'm gonna guess around 108ish, 108.
108 hours. Okay. Moz?
Okay. So what were your games again? Stardew Valley,
Stardew Valley, Firewatch, and Fahrenheit.
Firewatch, and Fahrenheit. Okay. So I reckon you spent probably about, I don't know, I would think maybe,
These are just my Steam hours.
yeah, like 55 hours for Fahrenheit and like Firewatch or something. And I reckon like the next game, Stardew Valley, I reckon you've played that a lot. But I don't think you've played it as much as what Jared suggested, so I'm thinking maybe like, I don't know, I think like 90, I reckon you've played.
90? Okay.
Okay, so that means total of 145 hours.
145 is your locked in answer?
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, I've gone way too low for this one.
Okay.
Look at Wisdom in the crowd.
I'll go through the games one by one. Fahrenheit, 7 hours.
Oh god.
Firewatch, 5 hours.
Oh no.
Stardew Valley, 6 hours.
Hey!
18
bro.
hours total. Not
I was the closest.
over 100. Alright. I think I've played Stardew Valley for maybe
think-
24 hours on my PS4, but not nearly 108.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I think you've deliberately tried to trip us up by getting the games in which you've played the least amount.
Well, obviously. Trying to
Yeah.
win.
If we did this, if we were going on averages of total games, I don't know about that. I think.
All right.
Alright, 1 point to Big M.
Yeah, big monarch.
Do I get? Oh, do we get points if we actually? No. Okay.
Well, get it bang on.
Oh no! If I do I get any points for this? Because I
Oh,
made Jared and
Oh,
Alex
no.
fuck up.
because you pranked two of them.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Whatever. We'll talk about it next time.
We'll just
I
do
get no
points
points.
for
Yeah.
we'll just
Points
do
for guessing for now. I might think about it later.
All right, I'm just run down my 3 games.
Yeah, I got my notepad up.
Yeah, I'm getting the total now as well. Hang on. Quick maths. Hang on. Let's see. How many hours I got? Plus. Next one. Who wants to go next? I'm
You can
sorting
go
this out.
next, or I can go.
Okie dokes. Okay. So my 3 games. You ready?
Yep.
Doom 2016.
Oh.
Ooh.
Alright. Rust.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, Jared knows what's up. And the last one, Super Duper Flying Genocide.
Okay. All right.
I'm surprised no one's perplexed at what game that is.
I know what it is. You got it, and you have a bunch of achievements on it, don't you?
Yeah, I have 139 achievements
Yeah.
out of 1002.
I don't know how I remember that. So I doubt you have many hours on that. I don't know about Doom.
Okay.
Yeah, Jared, you
I'm
can
gonna
go.
guess around 260.
260 for the lot.
Yep, for the lot.
Okay, I still have to add the hours actually.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. That would be what I was. Okay, maybe. Okay, alright. I reckon Super Duper Flying Genocide, I reckon you spent 2 hours on it. I reckon about that. I reckon Rust, you have 200 to 300 hours on it. I'm going to say 300 hours so I can shoot higher than Jared.
Ooh.
But I don't know about Doom, right? I'm going to go 400 hours.
For the lot?
Yeah, for everything.
Alright. Focus. Focus is still using his mathematical calculations to determine.
No, I don't know.
Alex is
I don't know.
Texas
I don't
history.
know how long these games takes, but I reckon you've spent about 6 hours on that super randomizer.
Okay, yeah. Go on.
I didn't. By the way, you cut out, so I didn't even know what the hell that game is. All that I heard was super.
Super Duper
Super
Flying
duper
Genocide.
flying genocide.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay, whatever. It still sounds the exact same, so I'm just gonna say 6. Rust, yeah, I reckon you've probably done 200 hours. And Doom, I reckon you would have done 250 or something. So that makes it what? Oh, 356. There we go. A year. No, so 356 hours I reckon you've spent.
For the whole lot? 356?
Yeah.
Alright. So, I'll go through each game one by one now.
Fuck, okay.
So, first up, Doom. We got a sold 37 hours.
Oh, I knew it was low.
Yeah. I mean, I've played the campaign twice.
Yeah, hopefully
or 3
Rust
times or something.
carries me. Hopefully you got at least...
Rust with a sold 271.
No!
Ooh.
No!
And that leaves Super Duper Flying
You better
Genocide
not have spent 50
Two.
hours on Super Duper Flying Genocide.
58 minutes.
Yes. Yes.
58 minutes.
Which brings it to a grand total of just under 309 hours.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, so who got closest?
Me, I got 300.
Oh, did you say 300?
Yep.
Oh.
Yes. Oh. I'm good at my own
Very
game.
epic.
Alright, who's next?
Alright,
One
that's
dash one to
That's
Monarch.
a point to Big Deshi. Alright. Yeah, Jared's a real gamer. He's gonna have some fucking insane amount. Where'd he go, Jared?
Oh, no.
Bro, my mom
Jared?
came into my room and then didn't close my door when she left.
Yes.
SMH.
Just gamer things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so what was the results for Max's? Who won that one?
Dash 1.
Mimi.
How did he win? You guess like
It was 309.
was it? Oh yeah, crap. Okay, so my 3 games is Rust.
Right. Okay.
Yeah,
That's gonna be high.
yeah. Call of Duty Black Ops 1
Alright.
and Stick Fight.
But
okay.
I have no idea. I'm so fucked. Okay.
Alright. Who wants to go first for this one? I think I have a solid idea, but I want to wait.
I reckon he's got. I have no idea with COD Black Ops 1
Alright.
at all.
Fucus, you wanna start her off?
You want me to go first? Okay, so Max, you did 271 hours of Rust, right?
Yep.
I
That's
reckon
correct.
Jared like plays games probably about. So I reckon if I times that by 2/3. Okay. Yeah, I reckon. So here we go.
Wait, by 2/3, do you think Jared plays less than me?
Yeah.
No, but no, like what? Yeah, no, like
By
an extra 2.
increase it by
Oh, right,
66%.
So I'm gonna have about like I don't know 450. So 450 for Rust because I reckon Jared's played a hell ton. COD. No, I've been overshooting, so I'm gonna say Jared's played. Maybe if I overshoot with the Rust, let's say Jared played. I don't know, like what 40 hours of that. Probably played a lot more, but oh well. And Stick Fight, I'm honestly like I got no idea. So how about 9 hours, which brings it all up to 500 hours.
Damn.
So Alex, you play total 500 for your final?
Yeah, sure.
Yep.
Okay, Max, you
Who's
go.
go next?
Mono.
Alright,
go.
me.
Yep.
Alright, so Rust, I'm guessing you've played around about maybe 350 hours for that one. Because I know you have played. You played a lot more than me. Early on. So with that, I reckon Black Ops 1, you got the game for the campaign, right? Which
Yeah.
means that the multiplayer is dead for PC in Australia. Which means I'm guessing you finished the campaign in around, let's say to be safe, 9 hours. Just so maybe you had some replayability in that one.
Mm-hmm.
And Stick Fight, I'm gonna say around about let's go 6 hours.
6 hours?
I haven't met
Yeah.
25
Six.
hours for Stick Fight.
And
So what's your
so
total?
my total's 365.
365?
Uh-huh.
And Jade?
Fuck you. That's like, I wanted to go 350, and now if I go 350, that's shit. Do I reckon it's more or less than that?
It could either be more or less than
If
that.
it's, yeah, because if it's, I'll just go one less or one more than Max. How much?
Really?
I don't know
I
how
just go
long.
one less.
I don't know how long much he's played Rust for. He seemed. All right, I'm gonna go one more. What did you go, Max?
What did I go? 350.
I go 351. If it's less than 350, Max
Fuck.
wins.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, no, that's just for the Rust one. So,
Oh,
what
was your total?
if you want to go one more than my total, that's 366.
Okay, I'll go one more than that.
So 366?
Oh, actually,
Yep.
fuck. No, I'm going. No, I'll go over. Yeah, one over. 366.
Okay. So, my games individually.
Do Rust last. Do Rust last.
I will do Rust
Yep,
last.
Rust.
For Stick Fight, the one that was rated lowest out of all of them, I actually have 17 hours on.
Fuck, he's played 17 hours.
I thought he played 25 hours.
I have 2
I have
hours of
full
Stick
play.
Fight.
17 hours of Stick Fight.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay. For Call of Duty Black Ops 1, Max, with the closest answer of 9 hours, I have 10 hours. I have
Oh, nearly spot on.
campaign,
Wow.
and I've also played a bit of the multiplayer stuff with bots and stuff like that.
Yeah, I thought
a good
20,
amount of time.
but yeah.
Yeah. I probably could have played more if you included my Xbox
Alright,
hours.
now the
Yeah.
Now you
Well,
have the-
what's Rust?
The
What they
final
reckoning?
one. Rust. Rust comes out with a total hours of 255 hours.
No way, you played less than me!
No!
All of my games in total have 282 hours.
No!
Max,
Fuck.
you were the winner.
I'm
Closest
somehow the
one.
closest, overshooting by like 80. Let's do it. I
Oh.
got 2
Yes.
points, I don't care.
I
I
thought
gamed you all.
I thought he had 200 hours on Rust as well, and then after you said that he played way more than you, I was like, oh shit, maybe.
The thing is, Max has actually grinded out more than me. When I played Rust, I would jump on Rust and I would just PvP.
Yeah, I had
I
Rust.
never grinded
I had
much.
Rust 200 hours, COD 20 hours, and Stick Fight 25 hours, and then Max fucked it all up. I should have went before him.
If you did that, you won.
Okay, 2 points to Monarch.
2
Yeah.
points to Monarch.
Alright, Big Fucus is the last one.
If I
It's,
get this, then it's a
10:35.
tiebreaker.
Okay.
Yep.
I don't really have that many games, so I'll just go with some. Okay,
That's
but
okay.
the games do. So Terraria,
Ooh.
okay, Ita, and Civilization. Sydney Civilization.
Wait, what's the middle one, sorry?
Noita.
Noita, alright. Shit, I have no idea. Someone else can go
I've got
first.
my guess. 35 hours.
Oh,
Damn it, Jared.
Oh.
Just go first, and then no one can. Wait. Oh wait.
I'm gonna. That's such a good guess. I'm gonna say 45.
I'm gonna say 150.
Oh, big leagues.
Okay.
Okay, so
Alex, you've played a
45
fuck ton of Terraria, haven't you?
But does that include? That's his PC hours, not his like iPad and stuff hours.
Oh, maybe.
Wouldn't it? Yeah.
Maybe I've
I
overshot.
don't play fucking Terraria on my iPhone.
Oh, yeah, maybe I've still in there. Yeah, alright. Mine's
Shit.
okay.
Wait, Jade, how much were you saying?
150.
So you think 150 all up, and Jared and Matt. So Jared's 35 and Matt.
I said 45.
Okay, what one do you want me to do first?
Civ.
Go
Do Civ.
Noita.
Yeah, start off with Noita.
Okay, so Noita, I've got 17 hours.
Oh, I had 20.
Shit.
Uh-oh, this is looking too good.
Okay, what one next?
Civ.
Okay, Civ, I've got 12 hours.
Oh, fuck, I overshot on that.
already. Yep.
Okay,
Yes,
and
right.
Terraria, I've got 98 hours.
Oh, fuck!
What?
No!
Which means the
Bro.
closest person was Jade.
Yes.
Damn.
Okay.
Damn.
Tiebreaker.
Dude, Alex was such a gamer.
I didn't know Alex played that much Terraria. Fuck.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah,
right?
I played tons of Terraria. If we had Minecraft there, I would have put that on. That would have been
Dude,
such
if
shit.
I had Minecraft down, everyone would be guessing in the thousands.
If we had Rainbow Six down, ooh.
Ooh. Okay, it's a tiebreaker now. Me and Max both got 2. I think what we do is I pick 3 games to give to Max, and he gives 3 games to me, and whoever gets closest.
Yeah, and
Oh,
whoever was
shit.
closest wins. So whoever's got the most, whoever's
So-
closest wins.
Do you want me and Alex to like pick a game? What?
Yeah, actually, no.
no.
Get those
No,
two to
they
pick
just-
games.
Do you want me to do some
Yeah.
games again? Cause
No, that's not fair, because then they can just fuck me over and just pick Rocket
actually, that's
League
true,
style
yeah,
round
yeah,
Terraria. Yeah, you guys
Yeah,
can just
okay.
watch.
Okay.
Yeah, no, you guys pick 3 games to give to each other.
Okay.
Fuck, I don't know. Okay. I'm taking notes of these ones. Shit. I don't want to make them like too trivial and go back to the ones that I used to play in like year 6. So I'm gonna keep them like relevant at least. Ooh, that's a good one actually.
Damn.
Oh, I just came up with a good combination. It'd be such.
Oh, I have a really risky pick. I don't know if I want to do it or not. Oh, fuck. Damn, no, because if I... Maybe that's... Oh. Okay, alright, okay, I'm not gonna do this. I'm gonna go...
Ooh, no, I'm not gonna put that one on actually. Fuck, that'd be a dog move.
Oh, is this
All
good
right.
though? I don't know if this is good or not.
Yeah, no, I don't know if mine's good either. So I'm just gonna send it.
Okay, Okay. Oh, fuck, no. Alright, whatever. Yeah. I got
Alright,
mine.
who wants to deliver them first? I can go if you want.
Okay, sure.
Alright, so first game, Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain.
Oh.
Oh, fuck. I don't know, bro.
I know that I've raved about this one a little bit, so I'm not making
That's
it too
that's
trivial.
a story game. You gotta remember that, dude.
Yeah, but it's a Metal Gear Solid game.
Yep.
That's why it's so strange. Okay, then I have Elite Dangerous.
Okay, that's a space one, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I have Hotline Miami at the end.
Ooh.
Fuck, okay.
Alright, what do you have?
I have Celeste,
Okay. Oh no.
The Stanley Parable,
Yeah.
and Robocraft.
Oh, I was gonna throw in Robocraft, but I didn't know if I was gonna do it or not. Fuck. All right. Okay. Give me a few seconds.
I have to think as well. I don't know.
Okay. Actually, no. Maybe it's a trick. No.
I don't know. I didn't even know anything about Metal Gear Solid 5.
I mean, it's a good thing.
You can have 0 hours for all I know.
No, I had so many games where I had like under 1 hour, and I didn't pick them, so I didn't cocky with that one. I have so many just miscellaneous games on here that I could have just done. Okay, I think I have one for you, like the total.
Okay. Let me wait. Should I come up with mine first? I probably should, right?
Yeah, and then we can have a fat guesstimate.
Fuck.
I'm actually stressing hard. This is nuts.
Okay, I'm gonna go with 60.
For the total?
Yeah.
Alright.
I don't know about Metal Gear Solid.
For yours, I'm gonna go
Gee.
47.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay.
I can go
Okay,
first.
so no, hang on. Okay, so let's write these two down. So Max, you go for 47,
Yep.
and Jade, you go for 60.
Yep.
Okay, and let's see what the real ones are.
Alright, so I'll go first.
Yep.
How about we just reveal one each?
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, Metal Gear Solid, starting it off with 101 hours.
No. Oh wait.
Bro.
No. Fuck.
Okay,
Oh.
so Jade
Okay.
guessed 60, and the first game's already 101.
Yeah.
So this is great. And let's keep on
Okay.
going.
Okay. I reveal Celeste with 6 hours.
Alright, I guess 15 for that one, so... Okay, Elite Dangerous with 97 hours.
What? What?
97.
Okay, buddy.
Okay, 97.
I love my space sims, man.
Oh shit.
What about Stanley Parable for you, Jade? How many do you get?
2 hours.
Oh, I guess 7. Okay, Hotline Miami, my final one, with 9 hours.
Oh, fuck me.
How many? 90
9.
what?
No, just
Oh, just
9
9.
hours.
I was
9 hours
so
for
off
Hotline.
everything. Okay,
Robocraft for you.
40 hours. That brings me to 48. You were 1 hour off.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you were one. Okay, so you were one. You were one less, and Jay was 147. Like less.
Yo, not an honorable way to go out, but I mean.
That's alright.
Yeah.
GG.
Our official winner of the.
Okay, so the official
Damn.
gamer winner for Soulcube
I'm the gamer medium.
Damn, you win nothing.
goes to
I win
none
fuck
other
all.
than Monash.
Yay. GG.
Nice
Honorable
boy.
efforts for everyone.
Damn, now can we all just marvel at how little games I play?
You can just all marvel at
Just
how I
marvel
got
we spent-
101 hours on Metal Gear Solid.
Aye. That was good.
Anyway,
I enjoyed that.
it's wow. How long have we been going on for?
This is a long
44
Wow.
minutes.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
This is a massive one. Okay, so let's wrap it up with segment 4 quickly.
Okay,
Q&A.
alright.
We have no
Q&A.
questions.
We have no
so-
questions. Make sure to leave questions.
Yeah, I
Thank
know,
you.
but we need to make sure. Yeah, make sure, guys, to leave questions for the next segment 4 because currently we don't have that many questions. But
Yeah,
Yep,
and
ask
we'll
about-
actually make our
Yeah,
our podcast a
put some
podcast and not
down.
just a bunch of idiots trying to
yeah,
guess
ask
each other's
us
Steam
some questions.
games.
Please ask us some questions. We really need them.
Yep. Ask us about our opinions on things. Ask about what we're doing, what's going on with shit.
Yeah, absolutely anything that doesn't
Involve-
of course.
Yeah.
Of course, to the limits of YouTube,
Yep.
And yeah, like
It's a
kinda
game
have it
development
relevant as
podcast.
well.
Yeah. Don't
Yeah.
don't
And,
don't
like,
ask us what our favorite animal is. All right. Or maybe, but
Well, I mean,
Then
you
ask
could.
us,
It's
please.
yeah,
better
maybe
than-
if you want. But I'm not going to give
Yeah.
you a 40-minute
Don't-
speech on
Don't
it.
ask us our opinions on Brexit or on ScoMo or on Trump or on Putin.
Yes. No, thank you.
I could give a 40-minute speech on my favorite animal, the wombat.
Okay.
No, thanks.
Okay, that's cool.
Well,
Jay.
Yeah.
maybe not for this episode.
Yeah.
Jared.
Maybe a
Yeah,
bonus
maybe
episode.
we'll
Maybe
save that. We'll save that for another episode.
I will.
All right. Wrap up time. Monarch. Boop, 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 boop.
All right, wrap up time. So, yeah, if you wanna follow us on anything, if you're interested, if you like what you see, then join our Discord. Well, we actually I used to memorize the link to our thing, but I can't anymore.
Oh, that's a shame. I think. Jay
But anyway,
memorized it. Come
yes,
Yeah, it's QT
Discord-
MZBA Z6, but Discord
But that's
fucked
not it
it
anymore.
It's not it anymore. They fucked it. It's
discord.gg/X, lowercase s, capital A, 5, lowercase m, capital Y, capital G.
Yep, you get that? Good, because it's not in the description.
Rolls off the tongue. Yeah, it's in the description as well.
It's really easy to memorize.
So
it
is
has
our-
it has a nice rhyme to it too. Like, gee.
Oh yeah, off the tongue. Yeah, be sure to follow our Instagram. Be sure to follow our Twitter. That's all in the description as well. Yeah, join our Discord. Say good day. It'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Follow our YouTube for more podcasts if you like them. Share it to your mates.
And
like
le-
it.
leave feedback too. It's first
Yes,
time.
definitely.
We need some feedback.
Yeah,
This is the first podcast.
What'd you like? What didn't you like?
Yeah, what do you want more of? What don't you want more of? You know, it's all up
Yeah.
to you. Guys. We cater this to you guys. You're our audience.
You want
Make
more
sure
Fortnite?
Exactly.
More Fortnite, less.
critical-
Less.
If you ask for more
Yeah.
Fortnite, we're not giving it to you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no Roblox, no Fortnite, please.
What's wrong with
Yeah, what's wrong with Roblox?
What's
Roblox
wrong?
No,
my
what
favorite
the
game.
hell? What do you
My
mean?
favorite
what's wrong
game.
with Roblox?
It's so good.
We're not getting into this at
Free
the
Game
end.
Friday.
Yeah, bye.
Anyway, yeah.
Bye.
If you also another thing,
Okay,
if
we'll
you,
save that for
if
another
you
episode.
join our server, participate in the events.
Oh, we have
then
events.
You too can ask us some stuff for the podcast with the
Yeah.
questions and stuff.
Yeah. Or you
Yeah.
could get even a shout out on our server.
Oh, sorry. What was that? Oh, shout out. Oh.
Well,
Yeah, shout out. You want a shout out? Just come over.
yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, I think that's it. We've gone over time.
Yep, yep.
I mean, this was
Yeah.
intended to be like an hour all up.
Yeah.
This is kind of
Oh,
getting
wow.
closer to maybe an hour 40. So,
Yeah.
Uh,
well, yeah.
yes, thank you very much for listening. Thanks for enjoying it. If you somehow got to the
Bye
end.
bye.
Yeah.
Bye bye bye.
Yeah.